Our guest this morning, first guest, is taking crochet here beyond the crown, transforming it into bold, wearable art pieces. Joining us now, admission specialist, graduate student from the University of Central Florida, Kaylia Cunningham, proving that with a little imagination and a lot of talent, you can turn the simplest materials into something extraordinary. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
So you're born here?
Yes.
And you left and went to foreign when you were how old?
So I was born here and I left when I was 6 years old to live on another Caribbean island, Montserrat. And then at the age of 12, I immigrated to the United States.
Okay. Yeah. And so admission specialist does what?
So as an admission specialist, I issue for my 20s so F1 students can get their visas
to come and study.
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. That's a cool job. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your passion. Crochet is where it started for you?
No. So a little over a year ago, I had some time to myself right before I started grad school, and I wanted to rekindle my love for arts and craft. And first it started off with me doing creative hairstyles, and after doing a few creative hairstyles, I was like, okay, I want to take it up a notch. And I created this bralette because I was like, okay, I want to do something really fun and interesting with hair. I made this bralette, and I was like, okay, I want to make a skirt, and it just became a thing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna make a skirt from braids. We're gonna look at the stuff, but where did the love for arts and crafts start, generally?
I think it started off when I was in school and I was assigned like different projects, and I always loved doing those little projects.
Were you good at them?
Yes,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, but since last year, I wanted to explore it outside of school, and that's how it started.
Yeah. Why didn't you study it? I'm curious.
I don't know. I just thought, I overall love the world of arts. I just thought it was a part of my personality. I never thought I would explore it in a professional sense until, honestly, a couple weeks ago, my close family and friends were like, okay, Kaylia, you have some talent. Maybe you should.
You know, they always say people who have gifts take them for granted because they come so easily to you. And then when somebody else sees it, they're like,
Yeah.
you did that? So the creative hairstyles was where it started. You were braiding your own hair, other people's? What were you doing?
It was more like editorial hairstyles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good you. Talking editorial hairstyles.
Yeah.
And then you said, this can translate to something else.
Yeah.
All right, you mentioned the bralette, so let's have a look at the bralette. This is incredible. So what kind of hair this? Expressions?
So yes.
Simone knows what's going on.
So I wanted to create a piece that it was all about hair. So it's actual real expression hair. And then as you can see, the more finer braided pieces are crochet hair. And I wanted to also use actual hair accessories to make an overall.
And for the folks who don't know,
piece.
expressions hair is the hair that you use to braid. Like what I have in my head now is expressions hair. So you obviously these plaits are regular plaits, but this is crochet hair?
Yes.
So you didn't have to plait it yourself?
No.
But just to kind of make the bra, which is very intricate. And then another, how do you I love the braid inspired beads, and it's very Afrocentric. Is that the theme?
So honestly, like I said, it was a really spontaneous idea, and I was like, okay, maybe I could create this piece. So as I was creating it, the ideas started to flow. So there was no sketch, there wasn't anything.
No way, girl.
It was just off the top of my head.
That's what you call gifting. That's gifting.
Yeah.
And look at this bag, guys.
Is that
wait.
skirt?
I knew that. Hold on. But guess what then? It could be a bag.
Yeah, I know.
It could be. This is a skirt. Me soon put it on and show it. So is this a full outfit?
Yes, that was the first one that I made.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first one you made, girl?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. How long did it take you to do it?
So because I wasn't in school at the time and I wasn't working at the time, so it just took me a day. Just a full day. Yeah.
Okay, so this is so the stretch is back here. And you put it on like so, and then you've got a skirt. It's a little long for me, actually, but jokes. So is that the other version over by the mannequin?
Yeah, so this one I made a little over a year ago, and I was like, okay, I really want to do another piece, so I decided to use another color. And it has a lot more beads, and most of the accessories that you see, once again, are real hair accessories I use for it as an embellishment, and then even this part as well is an actual hair accessory.
And how long did that piece take you to?
This one took me less than a week because I have school and work, so I just take a few hours after work to create it. Yeah.
So what do you do with your stuff, Kayla?
It sits in my closet.
No way. Have you posted it and stuff?
I have posted it.
And what's the feedback been?
Well, most of my social media is just my close family and friends, so they're really positive about it. The
world needs to know what you're doing. Because I can easily see a variation of this in Carnival as a costume. I can see it walking runways because it really is very avant-garde. Nobody would guess. This is like something out of Project Runway.
I've been told, yeah. It's really interesting because, like I said, I don't use any sketches or anything like that. Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't use any sketches or anything like that. The ideas kind of just flow naturally, and the vision just comes to life as I'm making it. But it's really interesting to hear what other people...
Sorry.
Bless you.
I'm so sorry. You know it's cold. You see your cold. Yes, yes.
Yes, it's really interesting to see what it reminds people of. Some people say it reminds them of Queen Akasha from Aaliyah in Queen of the Dam, a little bit of Black Panther, maybe a costume they'll probably see in Wakanda, and another anime character. Yeah.
Really good. So what is your... I know you probably even haven't thought about it because you're doing what naturally comes from you, but what's the plan for it? What do you think you can do with this?
I don't know. I'm very new in the costume and design space and the art space professionally. Like, it just started off as a hobby, and
That's
funny
how
enough,
most great careers usually start. Yeah.
Yeah, funny enough, I was in therapy like 2 weeks ago, and my therapist was asking, so what do you do for fun? I was like, so I make costume from hair. And she was like, and I showed her, and she was shocked, and she was encouraging me to reach out, and that's how I reached out.
Well, how therapeutic is this?
It's quite peaceful and relaxing, and I don't know, I'm always surprised. Every time I make a piece, I'm like, well, I can't believe I did that with no formal training and sewing and clothing, so.
Gift.
Yeah.
Came from God, straight from God. So now you use it.
Yeah.
And see, I think you've got something here, Gertie.
Thank you.
I think you're onto something here. Everybody get to know her name because she's going to bust real big. And we can say we had her here on Smile Jamaica. Where do we find you in social?
You can find me on Instagram, Kaylia, KAYLIIA, and you can also find me on YouTube, Kaylia's Diary, and on TikTok, Kaylia.love.
Will we see more of your stuff posted there?
Yes, I'm hoping to create a reimagined version of the John Kuno costume from hair.
Look at your Jamaican hair.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good work, Kaylia.
Thank you so much.
And all the best. Admission specialist, graduate student, and designer. Let's just put some respect on it. She goes to the University of Central Florida. It's Kaylia Cunningham here with her, showing us her amazing designs. We're going to make a fun stop after the break. Soon come.